Hi guys, Stilty Spider here. Just thought I'd show you a few of the knives I've bought over the last few months. Mostly before the ban came in on knives on eBay. I'll start with this one. Now this isn't an AK-47, this was from China and it's a fake AK-47. I suspected as much when I bought it because the price was so cheap. Looks and feels pretty much like the real thing, except it hasn't got the right lock on it. It hasn't got the lock, but it looks as if it's an AK-47. It's got a steel end here rather than I believe it's a kind of plastic that's used on the real ones. To be honest, it's quite a nice knife. It's a liner lock. It looks pretty much identical. I imagine the steel isn't as good, but it's kind of a nice little knife. So just another one to add to the collection. This I bought from the US on eBay. I'm not 100% sure whether this is a genuine Smith Wesson ExtremeOps. I am not 100% convinced it is, because the quality of the line I'm not particularly impressed with. It seems to jam a little bit when it opens. It flips right over to the side here. I don't know if you can see that. The line is coming right over and it kind of jams on the far side. So I wouldn't say the quality of this is particularly fantastic, although it does look like Smith & Wesson. But hey, who knows? Was a fairly cheap knife. I've got my Schrade Lil Rascal. Now this is probably, out of this bunch of knives, is probably my favourite. It's basically it's a penknife. It doesn't lock. I just really like it. I think it looks really nice. Just really cool little knife. If this was a little bit shorter, I'd actually carry this. It's just a little bit too long to be legal in the UK, so it can't be taken outside. But I think it's a really lovely knife, that one. Feels nice in the hand. I like the way it opens and closes. It's just a nice little gentleman's folder. This is a Schrade XTAC. Nice knife. The plastic here to me seems a little bit cheap. Not overly impressed with that, but it seems quite a reasonable knife. So one of the better ones that I've got. It's got a little bit of jimping there, and it's quite comfortable in the hand. Not a bad knife. Again, having problems with some of these locks. I don't know whether that's me. Now this one, little story that goes with this. This is the Colombian River Knife and Tool Company. It's a Rollock knife. Now it came with scales, but they were really loose. I had real problems. They kept coming off, so I ended up removing the scales. The screws were a little bit too long for the pocket clip, so I ground the screws down, and now I use it without scales, just as a stainless steel. It makes it a little bit slippery, but I really like this. It's a nice blade. It's very thin, very sharp, and I just like playing with this one. I like the way it opens and closes. It's just really nice. Just sitting there for hours just playing with this thing. And as I say, it's very sharp. So it's turned into a knife I really like, having been one that seemed not too great with the loose scales. And now I really like this knife. Now this is a true utility pocket tools knife. It's the smallest one I've got. Little tiny thing. G10 scales. Line lock. It's razor sharp. I just got this one because it was really cheap and it was tiny. I just wanted to add that into the collection. Nothing special about it. Just like the look of it. It's a little bit awkward to use. You can't really deploy it single-handed. This hole is pretty much useless. More or less just got this one for looks. So that's a few of my smaller knives. Just thought I'd show you. See you later, guys.